So if you're looking to get into military science fiction, you don't know where to start, here are two suggestions, two classics of the subgenre that are some of my personal favorites, but that offer very, very different kinds of stories that you might want to consider. The first is Joe Haldeman's The Forever War. Published in 1974, Joe Haldeman himself is a Vietnam vet, and you can almost hear or visualize the fingerprints of the Vietnam War on a book entitled The Forever War. In this story, the main character, a private by the name of William Mandela, joins the military as part of an effort to fight an alien force called the Terrans. Now, the key point of this is the travel from Earth system to the place where they're fighting uses something called a collapsar. And because of the physics of that jump, the soldiers who are in the spaceship making the jump age at a different rate than those of the folks back home that they've left. And so 9 months might be 9 years back home, and then you add the return trip if you happen to survive. By the time you've done a couple of deployments, everyone that you know has probably died. The weighty kind of intellectual side of this is every time Mandela comes back, he finds society has so significantly changed, he doesn't feel at home, he doesn't really know how to relate to it. And that right there is the experience in a different sort of way that a lot of military veterans, especially those coming back from Vietnam, felt when they come back. They couldn't relate to that the societal changes. And so this book, plenty of good military sci-fi in it. The science fiction aspect is really, really strong and entertaining, but the book has this intellectual weightiness, I think, that will appeal to that type of, the fan of that type of speculative fiction. Now, the second book is John Scalzi's Old Man's War. Fun, a little bit more action-packed. Imagine you're 75 years old, you got maybe 10 years left to live, but then you're offered the opportunity to go off-world, join the Colonial Defense Forces, and they'll give you a brand new body with which to fight for them. The only trick is that you can never come back to Earth, and there is a 9 out of 10 chance that you're going to die in combat. But if you live, you get to keep a new, refreshed body and retire off-world somewhere on a colony out there and live the rest of your life with a strong, new, young body for, another 75 years or so. Seems like a pretty good deal. And so the main characters of Old Man's War sign up for this, and they find themselves being deployed out against a variety of different types of aliens because the world is a hostile place. The book is fun, it's action-packed, and it has enough momentum reserved at the end of the book that even though it ties up very nicely, it propels its way through another couple of books, and I believe the newest one is coming out here in September. So if you're looking for military sci-fi, check out Old Man's War.